Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to walk you through the ability to choose your image size preference. I'm going to explain what this feature is, what you potentially might want to choose, and how to move forward with auditing your site. Now, as you can see here, SEOSpace checks for images on your Squarespace website that are too large and could slow down your website, and slow websites lead to lower rankings and bad user experience. So as you can see here on our plugin, after you've audited your website, will actually identify and flag to you images that are oversized and need to be compressed. And as you can see here, you actually have the ability to choose the file size that you would like to be your limit. Now at SEOSpace, we actually recommend that this limit should be 250 kilobytes. However, Squarespace actually recommends 500 kilobytes. So here you have the flexibility to choose the limit that you would like to go for. Now, we recommend 250 kilobytes because after working on tens of thousands of Squarespace sites, we found that 250 is not only what's achievable, it's possible to do on Squarespace, but it's also a good balance because a lot of SEO experts recommend 100 kilobytes. However, this isn't really possible on Squarespace. It's quite hard to do. So we've picked a middle ground that is not only closer to that 100 kilobytes, which is the industry standard, but also actually possible to do on Squarespace. Now, if you want to go with Squarespace's recommendation, you can easily just do this by selecting that. You may want to go for 250 kilobytes if you're an artist, you're a photographer, where image quality is super important to you. So you want to have the most amount of leeway with your website to sort of have the most file size that you actually can play around with to get the image quality. Of course, in some cases, as you can see here on SEOSpace's website, this image is actually quite big and we've got some optimizations complete. But this image is big and we probably won't change that because, it is the most important image on our Squarespace site. It's the front and center image, so we don't want to reduce the quality, which is why in this case we may actually choose 500 kilobytes and compress this image down to 500. So this feature essentially gives you the flexibility to choose what works best for you. However, do not worry because when you actually re-audit your website in the future, you can change this setting if you really do need to. So of course, if you've ever got any questions, feel free to come down to here in the right-hand corner, get in contact with SEOSpace's support. We're more than happy to help, and I'll see you in the next video.